Hello, hello, and welcome, citizens of Aereo. On this wonderful Saturday, we are bringing you Holders Frenzy Volume 2, the second Holders Frenzy of 2025. That is right. We have $3,000 in the prize pool for you today. Players have been battling it out all morning long in two jazzed up brackets. We had our first bracket today. Our wonderfully continuing these wonderful alliteration of tournament names, we had the Tail Strike Thunder bracket along with the Reckless Punch Rampage. We got a lot going on. We've got block finals for you, and then our overall finals to crown our Holders Frenzies champ today. A lot of team representation in our first bracket as well. A shout out to Team Stomp on Ya. We had 4 Team Stomp on Ya members in the semifinals for bracket 1. Also another team rep in the finals for our second bracket. Teams showing up, repping, getting those team points, getting that titanium, and earning, of course, the ever-present bragging rights as they go. We're here. Our players are ready for this first matchup to decide who is the bracket champion. Our first matchup for you today, we've got Shero versus Heya. We've got a Dusk versus Dawn battle to crown this first bracket champ. We've got Leotontina versus Kaman D2 Play. The Dusk Titan Leontatina or Leontatona. Leontatona? We'll figure it out. The Dusk Titan versus Kaman D2 Play. The Dusk Titan. Got lots of Titan action coming at you right now. Holders Frenzy Volume 2. That's right, you heard me. Our second of the year. Every month, we've got at least 3 tournaments for you. Holders, an affiliate, Frenzy, and of course, our super, mega, ultra, crazy Titan tournaments. Lots of Titan action. Glad you all are here with me. We're streaming and we're coming at you live on Twitch as well as streaming on YouTube. Big fancy upgrades for you all here. So if you're joining us on YouTube, welcome in the Reign of Titans. Welcome to the world of Aereo. Glad you could be with us. We got people in the Twitch chat as well. Peter, how's it going? We got Skog. What's going on? Ads is also here, blessing us with their presence. Blake's in the chat too. It's a good day. It's a good day. I got my caffeine, my hot coffee. If you're caffeinating, cheers. If not, also cheers. Level 7 Titan action coming at you here. Players getting matched up. All matches today will be best of 3. Short and sweet. Classic Titan action. And here we go. Dusk versus Dawn. Smackies for everyone. Here we go. Players are matched up. First option, select as always to discard that initial hand. Looking at the stat line here, typical Dawn set up, boosting that attack, but also getting some priority to their base agility. Going to be able to control things a little bit with Leon Titona's 16. Strong defense on both players. A lot more Magicka on the Dusk Titan. Just a little bit of banter here, some setup here, healing Leotatona, staying nice and fresh, sacrificing some defense there. Come on, D2 play, setting the stage, 54 attack. Plenty of smackies can be accomplished with that, but I'm sure they want a little bit more. Decisions here. The ever important slot selection. Forsaken Slash gonna cut that attack from Dawn. Warriors Gambit also slicing away attack. Rankless Punch gonna come in, hit for 48 into 0 defense. Leon Totona also with the 0 defense, gonna be hit with that broader scroll for 62. Then coming in at the end with some blood magic for healing. Leotatona feeling nice and fresh. For whatever reason, I want to say Leotatona in a bit of an Arnold accent. For whatever reason, I guess I don't have enough coffee. Lots of green stats across the board for our Dawn Titan here. Can they make use of it? Dawn's Justice going to come in and get even more of those stats. Distortion Jab going to hit for 40. Titan Clash then going to hit for our first triple digit smacky of the day, 139. Evening things up. A Vampiric Strike from the Dawn Titan. A little dizzy there. Another Distortion Strike here from Leotatona. Going to keep things a little close. Both players in the red here. Pretty dynamic match so far. Both players sitting with a lot of attack. Come on, D2 play is going to resolve first. Do they have enough to squeak out a clean victory here? Or is Leotatona going to come back with a vengeance? Drilling through scrolls here. What's the play? Dawn Strike first isn't going to be enough with 44 attack. 126. Yes, indeed it is. GG's game 1 goes to the Dawn Titan. Well played. Well played. Some fast-paced Titan action there. Blink and you'll miss it. Blast Witch, thanks for joining us. Mr. Meta Boy, how's it going? You're coming in hot. Coming in hot. Payout versus Shiro. We got a 1-0 record currently for come on. 1-0 overlay on Totona. Jumping in right in to game 2 here. Both players opted to burn that first hand. You can see that decreased or that lost, that paid mana toll for the rotation out. Let's see what the game plan is here. Soul Search going to boost things to the end of combat. Come on. Heartbreak with a Distortion Kick to follow up. Come on, gonna open up the mana drain here. Cutting some more of Leon Totona's resources. Seen a lot. Oh, trying to open things up. A good draw on the Dawn Strike with some big attack. But some healing there at the end. Gonna mitigate that damage a little bit. Leon Totona still in the health lead. Just barely. Come on, still sitting with that Soul Search boost on the attack and Magicka. Can hang on to that until the end of the combat. Overwhelm from Come On. Answers back with the Distortion Jab. Then a Righteous Blow back from the Dawn Titan. 54 attack. Gonna hit spiciness. Oh my gosh. Big heal. 84 lifesteal back for Leon Totona, keeping things healthy. Lots of lifesteal back and forth here. Come on, backing up, losing that health lead now. Blood magic gonna open up at the opportune time here for Leon Totona. I'd say in favor of the Dusk Titan as it stands right now after that hand. Lots of options here. Momentum kind of in the Dusk Titan's favor here. Although Come On still has plenty of attack stat to work with and agility in their favor as well. Going to resolve scrolls in their slots first. Fracture on. Come on. Another. Ooh, and the courage. Courage, the one of our controversial scrolls here of late, but also a staple in the deck builds thus far. 1,000 punches from the Dawn Titan. Going to be mitigated with that Alchemist on Soulless Quake, using some agility on the Dusk Titan or Dawn Titan. We have been playing at a lightning speed. My goodness, here. Anyone's game at this point. Leon Totona, the rare instance to resolve first. Forsaken Slash going to cut more of those stats, as well as hit for 40. Courage then going to re-swap that around. Won't come into effect until after Forsaken Slash and resolves this in the round. Courage will go and boost those stats this next phase. Come on with a very clutch blind there. Knee of Justice then. True damage gonna be mitigated. And come on, gonna play Meditate to get some much needed resources back. On the back foot here, back leg. Now both players get those fun green stat boosts. Both of their courages kicking back into play here. Can Leon Totona seal it out, or is Come On gonna be able to make this comeback? First slot resolution, still eking out 2 more agility points. Let's see what happens here. Utter Annoyance for damage. And cutting that defense. Magical Slash using Magicka for the attack. 76. Come on, barely holds on with 6. The rejection is going to be enough, though, to seal it. And we're going to a game 3. My favorite. Oh, yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. Lightning speed rounds here. We got a game 3 on our hands. G's to both players. Loading up here. Bracket 1 of this Holders Frenzy Volume 2 for 2025. Wouldn't have it any other way. Very dynamic gameplay here. Some great adaptations shown by Leon Totona. We'll see who takes it and who's our bracket champ, and then moving on to the overall finals for this Holders Frenzy. Already starting out, no stats for anybody except for Leon Totona with that agility. Meditate, concerned about that mana, already boosting things up. Cleave, coming in from Come On, not going to hit as heavy as they would want with only 4 attack. Still hits for a chunk of damage. Titan Clash from Come On, also going to hit for 83 to round out that round. 10 health points separate our players right now after that first opening onslaught. Leon Totona with a lot more mana at their disposal here, and still in the driver's seat with agility stats, still holding strong. We'll see what they use in that first slot, open things up. I know Come On is desperately hoping and waiting for those attack stats to come back. Heroic Strike gonna hit 450. Pretty solid drain life here from Leon Totona. Going to suck back some 45 for some 27. Order is the answer from Dawn. Going to get some of that healing back. Only 30. Vampiric Strike also going to be some healing for Leon Totona. Back and forth. Mana drain clutch here. Trying to utilize and get rid of some of Leon Totona's resources, even though that Dusk Titan still does have to pay with some of that life. That true damage still gonna hurt no matter what. Pretty close here. Agility stats back to neutral. Kamon's gonna get first opening. Ode to a Titan. Boost some stats. Sonic Boom gonna hit. Should hit 4. Yes, 96 into that 0 defense. Kamon is here in the back leg, already backed into a corner. Dawn Strike not going to hit. Oh, still triple digit smackies with 0 attack. Knee of Justice, though, is going to do it. And Leon Totona, full steam ahead. That train did not stop. Express to the tournament finals. Wow. Blazing speed and blazing through that block finals. GG's to both players. Well done, Shiro and Heya. Well played indeed. Oh my gosh, I'm practically dizzy. That was one of the fastest matches we've had going on. Not quite two-hand lava smackies, but still some action-packed play. I couldn't keep up. GG's indeed. So we have Shiro with their Dusk Titan, Leon Totona, moving on. Leon Totona and Shiro is our bracket 1 champ. We've got bracket 2 setting up for you all here. Leon Totona and Shiro, our Tailstrike Thunder winners. The stat debuffers, definitely something to keep wind of and keep track of this tournament season here. Hey, well done and well pointed out. Next, we've got a Reckless Punch Rampage. We've got to determine who is our bracket champion for our second bracket. We've got Ivan El Mosquito piloting the Sea Titan Octopus, very aptly named. And now, what double taken? We've got Babby OP playing the Forest Titan Heya, not to be confused with our player who just unfortunately saw the 2 of those defeat screens. Shout out Heya. But yes, we've got a Forest and a Sea matchup. Quite the interesting matchup here. Octopus, the Sea Titan, versus Heya, the Forest Titan. We'll see who comes out on top. Babby OP versus Ivan El Mosquito. How's it going, Twitch? Glad to have you with us here. And if you're coming at us from YouTube, welcome, welcome. Players getting matched up. Metaboy and Mahesh Sharma, glad to see you in the YouTube chat. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining on the other platform. Experimenting a little bit with both dual streams. We'll see how it goes, but we're jumping into our second match already for you. We've got Octopus versus Heya. Heya already blowing those stats up. Strong in the green. Across the board. We've got the double shield set up on the Forest Titan. Already at 80 defense, and then that gets immediately shattered. Nature's Might. Gonna pop in. We see Heya already in danger of taking some overflow damage. Brace yourselves, folks. This might be slightly different pace than our first bracket champion or bracket finals. We've got Heya in control with that boosted agility. Life drain coming in from the Octopus here. Heya laying a little bit of damage, pressing advantage a bit. Stomp for 66. Timber going to open things up for 66 as well, and some more Rock Slam. Octopus, the Sea Titan, opting to slow roll it, only playing 1-1-1 scroll that turn. Heya stats back to neutral, except for a whopping 50 on the defense still. See if Octopus is going to put on the gas here. Halfway through that health bar for Octopus. Heya still sitting pretty healthy. Mirage going to be opening up Living Woods for Heya. Going to set up a big defensive boost. Mirage is going to cancel out one of those attack scrolls, but Oak Strike still hits for 124. We love the triple digit smackies here. A little bit of healing for Heya, a little bit of regen for Octopus, and some end of round healing there, keeping them relatively healthy. Still under half for Octopus. As a Sea Titan, I would be a little bit quaking in my boots. Heya, very healthy with those forest walls up. Now we see even stats across the board for baseline. So every scroll is going to be a coin toss. Each slot resolved in turn with a coin toss. Each slot sequentially, with both players being tied with that agility stat. So back and forth it goes. Manuel for Heya, and a little bit of end of round healing there for Octopus. Going to get 2 more end of round healings at least. A relatively defensive build for Octopus so far, but we do see the Prodder in hand. Hold the line from Heya, going to come in, boost that defense even more. Sailor's Chant from Octopus as well. More healing. One more end of round healing on the slate for Octopus. Finally, back to green health there for Octopus. And we are almost at 10 scrolls apiece already. Heya having a little bit, just a skosh mismatch of those draws. Had big boosts of defense, wasn't quite able to capitalize. .60 defense in the stat line for Octopus, and Courage is going to boost that even more across the board. Ironclad with the shield bash at 130, going to hit for 115. You know they wanted that to be juicier, but going into an 80 defense wall on the Sea Titans, not going to be as bad of impact. Another follow-up 80. Now Octopus back in the red. Hey, I'm not trying to cheer for anybody quite yet. At this point, we don't know. But we are under 10 scrolls here a piece. We've got 5 for Heya and 8 for Octopus. Stat lines nice and shiny thanks to Courage on Octopus's end. Going to stay nice and green for at least one more turn. And one more end of round healing on the dock for Octopus. BVT, welcome in. How's it going? It's going. We got Forest VC right now. Ivan El Mosquito versus Babby OP on the line for you. Lethargy has begun on Heya's end. The Alchemist pops off for Octopus. Final 4 scrolls apiece now. Heya taking their time, waiting it out. Are we going to play another scroll or wait for some lethargy and some mana overflow? Thousand punches. Oak Skin is the answer. Going to boost that defense more. Answers back with 1,000 punches of their own and some spinning shield here. It's like Heya was trying to make one last final opening salvo here. The lethargy starts here. Octopus has a lot more mana to go before they start taking that mana overflow. Octopus going to play that scroll, opt for reduction of receiving that mana overflow. Now it's a race here. 2 scrolls to 1. Lethargy on Heya and Lethargy on Octopus. Heya also going to incur some mana overflow. 4 no scrolls. Big jump there with 60 on the no mana. Endless Trench going to be the option for Octopus. Going to drop that into the realm of impossibilities here for Heya to recover. We've got 1 round of Lethargy. The next overflow will take it for Heya for this game 1. Lethargy for Octopus, and then the overflow should kick in. There it is. And game 1 goes to Octopus. Octopus in the lead, 1-0 over Heya here to crown this bracket champ. Reminder, the winner of this bracket final will be crowned the champ of our bracket 2, and then go on to face Shiro and the Dusk Titan Leon Totona in our bracket finals for this Holders Frenzy Volume 2. Once again, thank you, as always, to you, the community, for joining us on these tournament days. 3 weekends a month, we've got Titan tournament action. Well, not specifically Titan tournament itself, but tournament action as it goes. Holders, affiliates, and our big, massive tournaments. The official Titan tournaments slated. March is no different coming up. Titan Tournament Volume 21, as well as another Affiliates and Holders Frenzy Volume 3. So make sure you're in the Discord, staying up to date on all of the events Titan-wise. Just me today, BVT. Hope that it is adequate. Ross couldn't make it today, but that's all right. We know that he is sad. We missed some triple-digit smackies. And we are in it. Game 2 here, Octopus versus Heya, C versus Forest. We're off to the races already. Defense at 130 for Heya. Gonna use that shield bash. Great draw there. Gonna hit into that 60 defense for 129, and then another follow of 100. Missed the scroll on it there, but Octopus now below half health, below the halfway point at least, and Heya with the driver's seat, the license. I don't know what the Department of Motor Vehicles in area looks like, but it's probably chaos. Gonna be able to resolve first, get some healing, more damage. Oaken Shield from Octopus wants to stop some of that bleeding now. Stomp gonna hit. Healing Nature also gonna add some end of round healing. Spinning Shield from Heya, gonna keep pushing the gas. Octopus holding on 35, gonna get lots of end of turn healing there, but still at only 90. Heya really stepping on the gas here on this opening round. Much more optimal draws, it seems, to push the pedal to the metal here. Need to restore some of those resources, get some mana berries, get some mana back. Gonna get some mana for Octopus and then immediately lose that. Those mana berries tasted good, but flavor is only temporary apparently. Alchemist pops off for Octopus as well. Gonna get that healing up, and now we are past halfway back into the orange. All that work now sitting pretty. Coin toss again. Mana drain here, sucking up some of those resources from Octopus and then bringing them back in. Iron Maiden gonna boost defense and cut agility on the opponent's side. Hold the line, gonna boost some more defense, and we're back to green all around. Agility at 0 for Heya. Octopus now in control. At this point in game 1, we started to pump the brakes a little bit. Swinging back and momentum swinging back into Octopus's favor here. Are they going to slow things down or choose to push back? Heya going to opt for taking Lethargy, and Octopus going to throw a Disrupt into the ether. Let's see what the play here is. Name of the game when playing against a C, they take out. You take out damage. They heal it back. Octopus with the courage here just to de-incentivize a little bit more of that damage output from whatever Heya decides to put out. 10 and 11 scrolls a piece. Measured play here now, coming under 10 scrolls. Let's see how our YouTube audience is liking the tournament action here. Matty OP, how's it going? 2B Gamer, how's it going? Anime Funhouse, welcome in. Yash Kokate, how to register for the tournament? Well, you should go over and check out our Reign of Titans Discord. All information on registering for those links, announcements, and for not only our Holders Frenzies, but our affiliate tournaments, as well as our big, massive Titan tournaments, all available there. And just so you know, registrations usually open up at least a week out from when the tournaments go live. Thanks for joining, though. Thanks for popping over to the stream on YouTube. And of course, thank you to our Twitch audience. You guys are always holding strong here. We are at 7 and 6 scrolls apiece. A few measured scrolls going out and now here, but Octopus all the way back in the green. Heya trying to struggle back into this lead. Titan Bliss from Octopus going to get a lot of healing. That mana overflow is going to start to kick in here for Heya. What's a Titan to do in this situation? Heya still with plenty of defense, but that defense does not mean anything. If there's no attack scrolls getting thrown out, no damage. Even more defense. Nature's Boon activated. 110. Oak Strike gonna hit hard, but not for 450, I tell you that. 147 is a decent smacky, though. My goodness. One of our high numbers for today. 110 defense will do that. And C gets some of that back. Now, Heya, same story here. 2 scrolls. Healing bed for Octopus now. Gonna get 2 turns of end of round healing. Lethargy kicking in. Final scroll in hand for Heya. 3 to go for Octopus. And there it is. A concession and a 2-0 victory for our Sea Titan. There it is. Well played. GG's. And that's our bracket 2 of holders. A valiant effort from Babby OP, playing the Forest Titan Heya, but couldn't quite squeak it out against the defensive wall and the healing wall of Octopus. Well done. Ivan El Mosquito is our second bracket champion for holders for Renzi Volume 2. They will move on to face Shiro and the Dusk Titan Leon Titona. One more blazing best of 3 coming at you live momentarily to determine our overall Holders Frenzy Volume 2 champion. Gonna get to take home some additional prize money. Thanks again to both our streaming audiences for coming and checking things out. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful tournament day. One more best of 3 to crown our champione. Then just a little bit of a break. Keep your eyes peeled. Our next tournament is coming up in a few weeks. March 8th, I believe, is our next big, massive Titan tournament, volume 21. Can you believe it? We got some team reps in the chat. Show those players some love, everybody. One final big matchup here. We are going to have a Dusk versus C matchup for you all today at the top of this tournament. Players getting matched up for one more round of smackies. Shero versus Ivan L. Mosquito. Ivan L. Mosquito piloting that Sea Titan Octopus, and Shiro using Leon Totona, the Dusk Titan. We shall see who is going to come out on top and be our Holders Frenzy Volume 2 for 2025 champ, and walk away with some additional prize money and some titanium. Here we go. We're off to the races here. Leon Totona, 16 base agility, so going to be able to determine things a little bit, determine the pace. C versus Dusk, an interesting matchup. Leon Totona already opting for no damage, but then Octopus's Disrupt goes into the wind. Right. Measured gameplay here. Both Titans really, really healthy. Leon Totona going to decide the pacing here. Dusk has plenty of opportunities for healing, but not as heavy-handed as our Sea Titan. Really coming down to the last minute here on that last decision. Guarded Mind coming out from Leon Totona. Octopus going to play Brace for Impact and boost that defense just in time to eat up those Reckless Punches. Leon Totona close to mana overflow. Same as Octopus here. Already still at 22 scrolls for Leon Totona and 20 for Octopus. Healing Nature from Octopus. Distortion Kick. Gonna hit 450 into that 50 defense. Only for 20 net with that end of round healing for the Sea Titan. Decisions here. Leon Totona opting for 1,000 punches now that that defense was back at baseline, able to sneak in some damage there before the defense gets boosted, but still, end of round healing. End of round, always going to be the bane of players' existence here. Poison up against a poison titan, tick damage end of round. Up against a sea titan, end of round healing out the wazoo. Lethargy damage taken. Leon Totona opting for courage. Going to boost some of those stats and stave off some overflow damage. Octopus getting some more healing here and creeping ahead in the health bar lead. Leon Totona still in control of scroll resolution with that agility in the lead. Opts for in different scroll slot, resolves at different times. Leon Totona is going to pop the Alchemist here and be really nice and healthy at 420. Octopus still in the lead, though, at 432. Knee of Justice for some true damage from Leon Totona. Octopus now plays their Courage, going to get some boosted stat lines for the next 2 turns. Coming down here to under 15 scrolls a piece. Octopus now in the driver's seat for once. What will they do with it? And of course, it's some healing. Hydrate going to boost that healing all the way back up, almost till full. Thousand punches, 4 damage, 71. Fracture going to cut Octopus's attack for 3 turns. And now the courage wears off on both ends, and we're back to baseline. Fracture going to stay active for 2 more turns. What is the push going to be? Iron Maiden cutting that agility while boosting defense for yourself. Some more stat shenanigans here. Octopus now back at neutral. Agilities on both ends, also 0 here. So even more coin tosses for whichever scroll gets selected. Major recovery from Octopus. Leon Totona opting for the lethargy damage. In much closer danger to start accumulating that mana overflow damage is Leon Totona. Octopus has a lot more health on that lead, especially now after some regen, getting health and MP back here. Leon Totona going to start accumulating that lethargy damage now. Creeping closer after this turn, that mana overflow is going to start hitting hard unless Leon Totona opts for a scroll play. Octopus with 5 scrolls left to Leon Totona's 9. Okay, going to opt for some life steal on the Vampiric Strike. Only gets 10 back. Sinkhole going to hit for 55. Now Leon Totona definitely in more danger with that accumulated end of turn damage. Major recovery going to get that plus 85 back, bringing him back to green. Monsoon going to negate that right back. Leon Totona back into the orange. Octopus here now, sitting with 3 scrolls. What's the option select here now? Do we dig our heels in? Vampiric Gaze. Gonna opt for some healing back and a little bit of damage. Still some lethargy. Final hands out for Leon Tona. Still's got one scroll in the deck. Forsaken Slash. Gonna cut those stats and do some damage. See what the option is here. Distortion Jab, the opener from Leon Tona. Gonna hit for 40. Octopus gets that tacked on minus 10 lethargy as well as 23 for the mana overflow. Leon Tona is going to eat 30 on the mana overflow as well. Mana overflow is going to continue to scale, so players need to decide whether they're going to eat more mana overflow damage or try to play one of those precious last scrolls to mitigate that. Not sure if either player has 225 or 193 in their arsenal here. Rejection, definitely not going to do it, but going to get some healing. Torrential Rain, going to hit for only 28. Some precious lifesteal back on Leon Tona, plus 99 back. Health totals have really taken a big swing here. Leon Tona at 181 to Octopus's 91. Octopus in the red for what feels like the first time. And as I say that, Alchemist comes through with the 100. And Leon Tona forced to take lethargy and mana overflow here. Octopus now in the orange. Going to start accumulating that lethargy as well as Leon Tona. Mana restoration at end. Octopus is going to take 38 for the mana overflow. Leon Tona will start accumulating sooner. Players on final scrolls, I'm sure, doing some quick maths in their heads now to see what the damage will be. Big lethargy, or big lethargy and mana overflow. Leonto holds on with 1 health. Looks like this writing is set in stone here. The lethargy will take it. Leon Tona falls. But just barely. Just barely. Mana overflow brought Octopus down to 3. They hold on, and we have our first game. 1-0 to Octopus. GG's. Really coming down there to the very bottom, skin of their teeth. Reminders, this is best of 3. All right, jumping right here into game 2. Octopus opening scroll, defensive stance, and Leon Tona takes lethargy immediately. Whether by design or indecisiveness on what to open with. We'll never know. Leontotona already eating mana overflow here. Interestingly enough, our weapon setup on both of these Titans feels like they could be hybrids or opting for attack, but we've seen very, very methodical play from both so far. Leontotona's demonstrated a lot of great adaptations to this Sea Titan, keeping it really close, but in the end, the game one was not able to eke it out. Just 3 damage separating them on that final lethargy and mana overflow incursion. But back here, we're hitting the gas just a little bit. Things started off like this before. Leontotona, though, with a lot of stats in their favor, 50 defensive wall to get through on the Octopus, but could make some magic happen. Magical Slash going to come through. Ooh, the Mirage is going to end up canceling out the Distortion Kick. Leontotona really wanted some of that damage. Healing Nature going to come in and add end of turn damage. All stats going to get lowered by 20 for Octopus, and then Spiked Shield answer back. Octopus now here in the red. We've seen this before. Nothing that Octopus hasn't been able to deal with. Leontotona, though, has the opportunity to press the advantage a little bit more. Opt to go first. Damage from Magic. Damage from Magicka, minus 48. Alchemist pops just in time to bring Octopus back out of a small sliver of health. 150. Reckless Punch going to come in. Tack off 48 of that. Oaken Shield going to pop more of that defense. Drain Life going to cut down more. Healing Bed desperately popping in. Octopus kind of on the back leg. We're kind of pushing at lightning speed here. This is a dizzying change in pace from game one. Leontotona maybe going for the mental game here, having really good synergy on the draws, just trying to push the advantage more. Not quite sure. Octopus is really trying to hunker down, continuing that same gameplay, but is it going to be enough to stave off this onslaught? We've got Hydrate after that true damage from the Knee of Justice. Loveless Lunge also going to get some healing and put in 60, and that's it. Wow. What a swing. Leontotona takes game 2 with plenty of health. Put on the gas. Let's go. GG's, well done. And we've got game 3 for our Holders Frenzy overall championship. Wow, wow, wow. Really, really well done to both players there. Leontotona hitting the full mental switch up, saying, "You're not ready for me to hit the gas. You think you can heal? It doesn't mean it. It doesn't matter if I'm dealing out damage faster than you can get it back." Speed, seemingly the name of the game here. Well done to both players, getting us here to game 3. More Titan action for me and more Titan action for you all, the people. Thanks again for all, as always, for coming in and hanging out with us on these tournament days. One final game, one final matchup for you all. Like I have been saying all morning as well, we got plenty of Titan action coming, heading your way in March. 3 tournaments. Our Titan Tournament Volume 21, our next affiliate tournament, and our Volume 3 of Holders Frenzy coming at you soon. Make sure you stay up to date, turn on those notifications. Also, if you're on our Twitch and you haven't hit that little heart logo, the little heart icon right in your bottom right of your screen to follow the stream, go ahead and do that. The more followers we get, once we hit our milestones and our streaming milestones, we can start to get some super fancy personalized emotes for you all. Just takes a free little follow. With that said, players are matched up. And here we go. Who's going to be our Holders Frenzy champ for February? Can Leon Totona find success with the shake up strat, pushing the gas, keeping ahead of the Seas Healing? Or is Octopus going to triumph? Little bit of a little bit of mana nanigans here. Players taking a little bit more measured approaches here. Leon Totona already in danger of mana overflow. Major recovery from Leon Totona. Going to get back into nice and healthy. Hydrate also going to be the play for Octopus in that 4th slot. Get some healing back all the way to full. All the way to full. Tank is full. The tank is clean. The tank is clean. Pretty much back to the top of the game, except with some scrolls missing. Forsaken Slash going to be the opener. Cutting stats, annoyances, the response from Octopus. Some more stat cuts. There's no stats left to cut. All in the 0. Loveless Lynch going to get some healing back. Spinning or Spiked Shield going to boost that defense and then hit for 80. We've seen this story before. Can Leon Totona make magic happen once again? Lots of red stats on Octopus. First resolution on each scroll slot with that 16 agility. Can they continue to press this advantage here? Assassin. Major recovery from Octopus. Sonic Boom should do enough to cancel that out. Yep, 93. Sailor's Chant going to cut away Leon Totona's, almost all of Leon Totona's remaining mana. Alchemist pops off for Octopus, along with some regen for mana and health restoration. Leon Totona wasn't able to get that final scroll off, but still sitting in a decent advantage point. Slight health lead, although not a lot of mana to work with here. What is the play going to be from Leon Totona here? Octopus going to play Revitalize. Titan Bliss also comes out for some big big healing. Then the lethargy from Leontotona, not wanting to opt to push in, not enough mana to really make an impact. Speaking of impact, brace for impact on Octopus, going to boost that defense and get some more healing at end of round there. Leontotona, another lethargy play. Trying to maybe build back up that mana bar a little bit and wait, but if they wait, are they going to be able to hit hard enough to clear out a full health bar? I'm not so sure. Is Octopus going to also then suddenly flip the script? No, we've got lethargy from both players. Mana coming in. Octopus going to start to incur mana overflow first if they do not opt for a scroll play here. Leontotona not quite so in danger of that right now. Octopus opts for a disrupt and it hits air. Takes nothing. More lethargy from Leontotona. What's Octopus to do? Defensive stance going to boost that defense, but no defense needed here when Leontotona opted for lethargy. Octopus takes 38 on the mana overflow. Some life steal. 39. Monsoon going to add some damage and drowning. 73. Under 10 scrolls for Octopus here. Leontotona with a little bit more of a window. Purge is the play from Leontotona, boosting those stats. Mirage going to be able to dodge. Distortion jab. Ooh, gets eaten. That would have been big. Big swing. Rejection going to do some damage and get some life. Drain life also going to get some of that healing. Leontotona in more dire straits health-wise, but gets that stat boost for 2 more turns. Agility and control as well for the slot resolution. A broken streak going to be true damage from that Dusk Scroll. 70 Iron Maiden is going to cut that agility a little bit more and raise some defense. 1,000 punches only going to hit for 57. Healing bed on Octopus's end, coming in for some end of turn healing. Life steal further for Leontotona and some spinning shield gonna cut defense. Stats still green for Leontotona. Octopus in the red health here. Alchemist is going to be the play from Leontotona, getting back to 259. Octopus plays their courage here. Big boosts for 2 more turns across the stat line. Now Octopus is in the driver's seat. 31. Endless Trench gonna hit pretty hard. One of the heavy hitting scrolls for C. Yep, 140 in total with lethargy damage. And that swing was big from Octopus. 3 scrolls apiece. This is kind of turning into a nail biter here. Leontotona not going to be able to resolve those scroll slots first, thanks to the agility boost from Courage on Octopus's end. What is left in Octopus's kit? 1,000 punches. Shouldn't be able to clear it out, but 71 puts us into some shenanigans. Getting some life back. Dusk going into that negative health or 0 health for just a moment. Knee of Justice going to hit for 55, but the utter annoyance is going to take it. And Octopus is your Holders Frenzy Volume 2 Tournament Champion. GG's to both players. Leontotona with some amazing play there in that game 2 to bring us to that game 3, but not able to make magic happen twice in a row. Man, oh man. What a tournament, folks. Well done. Well played to all players who entered both brackets of today's Holders Frenzy tournament. Well done, well done. A very strong C build indeed. Very, very strong. That's it. That's all I got for you today, citizens of Aereo. Thanks again for joining us on a double stream day. Let us know in the Discord what you thought, what you liked. And if you're new hopping on from YouTube, welcome in. Once again, hop in the Discord.